This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're here on home soil, Brewery Romford. We've just had a great day, really. People coming out after work, sweating hot, but coming out to see your son, Johnny Fisher. Big John, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm sweating hot, the same as you. Do you want me to hold it or you?
I'll hold it, mate.
All right, sorry, all right. He gets a bit possessive over his mic. Yeah, unbelievable. Monday night, trains are down, and you get about 300 people to come and watch an open workout. It's crazy, crazy.
And that's just a very, very small percentage of the amount of people who's going to be in the Copper Box on Saturday night. Very, very contrasting to Saudi Arabia, and it could make that slight little bit of difference, couldn't it, John?
It won't make a slight difference, it'll make a huge difference. Trust me. We had a few people over in Saudi, but you couldn't hear them. The arena was so huge. Copper Box is like I liken it to a football, an old-fashioned football ground where the stands are right on the pitch. That's what the Copper Box is like, and it's going to be an amazing atmosphere in there, and I want everyone as loud and as aggressive as they possibly can be.
I spoke to Johnny about this, and obviously he remains very quiet as the fact that it might be unpleasant for Dave Allen. 95% plus are going to be in there for Johnny. Do you think he could kind of, not melt under the pressure, but struggle with that? Because he's difficult for the best of us.
I think Dave's a strong man, he's a tough man, but the only thing I think is weak about him is his mind, and his mind can let him down. It's how he reacts to it, because there are going to be 99%, I would say, aggressive, boisterous EastEnders, Essex, / a few Northerners come down to support Johnny, a few Irish, a few Scottish, a few Welsh, and they are going to be against him. Listen, he's experienced, he's headlined the O2, but the O2 is nothing like the Copper Box. The O2 is massive. The Copper Box is a lot tighter, a lot closer, and the atmosphere in there will be electric. But at the end of the day, it's two men fighting in the ring. So Dave, if he can shut that noise out, it won't do anything to him. It's whether he can.
Let's separate the noise for a little bit. How confident are you in the way that Johnny's prepared, in his mindset? I spoke to him 2 weeks before when we done the same thing here, and he said he felt tired then. He looks like tired. He looks fresh. Look, from the outside looking in, he looks fresh.
Well, listen, last time he trained hard, he trained well, but I saw his last spar, and he looked jaded. He looked jaded. That's why he took himself away. You can fight 5 or 6%, not at full capacity, and it makes a difference. But listen, he's trained hard, Dave's trained hard. At the end of the day, you've got to get in there and do it on the night. And he'll give it his best, and hopefully his best to be good enough again, because he did beat him the first time. All the people said to me, oh, you've had rows with the media. I said, no, I haven't had rows with the media. I've had rows with trash media. You've got media and you've got bad media. You've got media that report honest and openly, and you've got media that just do it for clickbait and for views, the trash. So I just think he's ready now. He's prepared well. He prepared well last time, but you never know what happens on the night. You just got to get in there and do it.
Will you and have you try and get kind of rid of and get to know who is, in your words, trash media, and kind of give them less time and stop them?
Won't talk to anyone. We only talk to a couple of people now. Johnny won't talk to anyone hardly. But myself, yeah, you just talk to a couple. Why do I need to talk to anyone? I don't. I don't need them to promote me. I don't need them to promote Johnny. I do it myself. So I'll just talk to who I want to talk to.
I just want to get this out of the way now, so the whole fight week can kind of go ahead accordingly.
Yep.
This fight is about Dave and Johnny, not about you and Gareth this week, which people will ask you. And this is not me, this is what people are going to push the narrative down your throat, John.
Listen, don't wish Gareth no harm, but he's nothing to us, nothing to me. But I don't wish him any harm. Good luck to him. He's got to do what he's got to do. I see an interview he did the other day where he said, oh, it was just in the heat of the moment. It's all bollocks, do you know what I mean? You do what you do, you act how you act. There's lines you don't cross, lines have been crossed, it'll never come back over. But no hard feeling, no one's going to go and punch him on the nose or rough him up. But just nothing, you know, that's it.
Have you got a little bit of a bee in your bonnet and not a point to prove, because it's Johnny in there, but you'll look forward to, if all goes well on Sunday morning, silence a few doubters. We'll give them a little bit of shit.
Not at all. Johnny will silence the doubters the minute he gets in that ring. He's taking a rematch, which is a tough rematch. Nothing to prove. He's got nothing to prove. and I've got one of the best sons any man can ever wish for. So I've got nothing to prove to anyone, especially nobody's online. Do you know what I mean? Because 99% of people that give Johnny grief online won't be able to do 1% of what he does. So I've got nothing to prove to anyone. If Johnny wins, he wins. I'll be no smug for anyone. If he loses, you'll be upset, but it won't be because he ain't tried. And you can live with that as a sportsman.
Topically, kind of currently at the minute, everyone's talking about Ben and Eubank and how deep they had to dig in that fight, which they did, and kind of hats off to him from everyone. They all got the credit, but Johnny had to dig incredibly deep in that last fight, and kind of prove something different in that last fight, that he can just carry on where the going does get tough.
Listen, he had adversity. He was taking the dark places in that last fight, and he carried on, and he saw the light at the end of the tunnel. Not many boxers could have done that. But yeah, credit to Ben and Eubank, what a fight that was. Absolute unbelievable fight. You wouldn't want to have too many of them in your life, you know, but they definitely earned their money. And listen, Johnny and Dave earned their money last fight as well. No disrespect to Dave, he's a tough man, he'll come and give it his all. And Johnny will do the same, so it'll make for another very, very good fight.
Do you believe your son knocks out Dave Allen on Saturday night?
I don't like to say that. I wouldn't like to say that about anyone. I've never said that about any opponent, and Dave is a tough man. I would hope Johnny can stop him. Whether he can knock him out will be another thing. But as long as Johnny gets the win at all costs, that's all that matters. No more back of the head punches. Want a stronger ref in there. 51 bloody head punches to the back was crazy. No warnings, no point deductions. So,
to your knowledge, has there been anything put in place about refs, judges, and things like that?
Adam's on it. I think we're going to ask for a strong refs meeting, because that's a big thing. You know, when you knocking on the back of the head is illegal for a reason. And there was 51 of them. So that's a big thing. So hopefully we'll have a strong ref.
Right, tell us the plan for Saturday night, Saturday day really.
Well, they're 5K run at Matchroom Copper Box, and then meeting at the Archers, 12 o'clock. Then we're going to Bat and Ball about 2:30, then straight to Copper Box about 6. Bosh.
Just settle this debate. I was having this debate with a mate the other day. Archers or the Ship?
Archers.
I agree. I'll put my hands up there. Listen, good pub, Ship, good pub.
Ship's a good pub, but you have to wait too long to get served.
And you got a duck?
Yeah, you got a duck. And listen, I'll go in both pubs, but the Archers is the new home of the Romford Army, so up the Archers. Bosh.
Last one, can we have a little rallying cry for all the Romford Ball fans, whether they're in the Copper Bosch, watching at home, just to get behind Johnny for Saturday night?
Listen, I don't think I really need to say much other than thank you for your support. It's very humbling. Gets bigger and bigger and bigger every time. And if you're at the Copper Box, shout as loud as you can, scream as loud as you can, non-stop. And if you're at home, do the bloody same with the Chinese. Bosh.
John, thank you very much, mate.
Cheers, Joe.
Thank you, John.
All the best,